This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, October 23rd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks so much for tuning in. Before we get to the current weather, the National Weather Service has released its seasonal outlooks for the 3 months of December, January, and February. And I thought I would mention that it looks not good as far as rain and even for cold. Looks like above normal temperatures are expected for the period, and on precipitation it looks like the Gulf Coast area in the southeastern U.S. is likely to remain dry. That doesn't mean we won't have some rain and we won't have some chilly temperature days, but definitely doesn't look like any major changes in our weather pattern. All right, let's take a look at the satellite image, and once again, clear skies across all of the southeastern U.S. Those dark dots are lakes, and the dark lines are rivers that are showing up on the infrared picture. High pressure is definitely over the southeastern United States, and that allowed temperatures to really drop overnight. Our observer at Black Creek, our sky watcher there, reported 30 degrees with frost, so definitely the first freeze of the season. The upper trough that has brought us this cooler air is moving off the east coast of the United States, and it will be replaced by an upper ridge over the next several days, and actually for much of the week ahead, with only just a minor chance at some showers probably on Wednesday. Again, temperatures across the central and north Alabama area generally around the 40-degree mark, but kind of tottering there, and a lot of 30s being reported. I see 39 at Haleyville, and we've got 34 at Fort Payne, and we also have 39 down at Anniston. So, and I've dropped into the 30s at my house in Helena too. Watch warning map is fairly shy of much going on. We do have some medium blues in the southern Appalachians. Those are frost advisories, and we have some pinks down across the Florida Panhandle and over in the western U.S. that are high fire danger. QPF, yes, we could use it. Definitely need some rain, but the QPF suggesting with the next round on Wednesday primarily that it looks like it'll be pretty light, and anybody who gets rain is probably going to get less than 1/10 of an inch. Storm Prediction Center outlooking only a very small area of southeastern Arizona for any thunderstorms. Day 2, the thunderstorm area does expand from Arizona up into the central Rockies into actually eastern Idaho, and then on day 3, it moves out into the Plain States. However, as you'll note, there's no severe weather risks in any of those. Tropical cyclone activity is not expected in the Atlantic Basin for the next 5 days, and we have 20E, Tropical Depression 20E, which is forecast to stay out to sea. All right, the 060 GFS model run, there's our surface high pressure, and it will be migrating a little bit further to the east on Monday as we see the flow come out of the northeast as the upper ridge begins to move our way, and especially moving into the Mississippi River Valley as that trough moves on out. On Tuesday, the ridge is becoming more pronounced over the southeastern U.S., so once again I think highs are going to stay around the 80-degree mark. We do note on Wednesday a fairly strong little shortwave coming across the northern plain states in the vicinity of eastern Iowa there. Unfortunately, though, that is not expected to have much of an impact on our weather. We will see some clouds with that system, but that's probably about all that we'll see. We may see a few scattered showers. I think the probability of rain is going to be very low, on the order of about 20%. That trough zips by pretty quick, and yep, we come back under the ridge that is off to the west. And once again, that shows that maybe we see the possibility of an isolated shower or two during the first half of Thursday. By Friday, we're under the ridge once again, and that stays with us as we head out into Saturday, but it's beginning to dampen down just a little bit as those very strong systems continue to migrate across southern Canada, and certainly intensifying as it gets out over the eastern part of the Canadian Maritimes. The flow remains somewhat to the northwest, not deeply a northwesterly flow, but enough that it's going to keep our temperatures in check, and we'll probably be in the upper 70s, lower 80s kind of temperatures. And that little short wave that you see over Kansas and the Oklahoma Panhandle, that will be producing some showers over there, but it looks like the atmosphere stays really dry over here. As you can see from precipitable water values, they're just not very high so on Sunday, so it looks like we stay pretty dry, even though we can use some rain. Looking out into Voodoo country, we see the ridge is the main feature around the 2nd of November, so we're going to enter November on a dry note, it looks like, and certainly end October on a dry note. But the GFS is now suggesting a pretty hefty system around the 5th of November. And this system, this look that we see from the upper air pattern here, certainly has a look of potential for severe weather. Now, will it occur on this day exactly? It's hard to say. We'll have to watch the future model runs, but this certainly bears watching to see how future model runs respond and take this system. But that could be a round of severe weather for the lower Mississippi River Valley in the southeastern United States. That moves out, and we come under weak ridging with another system just coming right behind it. And this one on the 7th of November, Monday, could produce some rain and thunderstorms over the southeastern U.S., perhaps on Election Day. So that could have an impact on people getting out to vote. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. James Spann will be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.